How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And before we get started, I want to let you know about the private group. Whether you want to be a better trader or a better investor, then this group is for you. If you are interested, you can find the link down inside the description. We'll be happy to have you a part of the family. And you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you're new to this channel, we do this 5 days out of the work week. Maybe you had a long, maybe you had a stressful day, or maybe it was in market conditions while you came to watch this video, plus hear one of my corny jokes. Here it comes. Did you hear about the kidnapping in school? It was fine. He woke up. Not too bad, eh? So what we're going to be talking about today is OCGN. I'm getting a lot of those messages. People are hitting me up. Yo, did you see OCGN today? What the hell is going on? Why is the price going down? Well, you know what? We're going to be talking about it. So the first thing that we're going to be covering is the technical analysis. Taking a look at the overall price action. We want to see what are those areas of support, where it can pull back to. We've seen in previous videos when we've done the technicals, it keeps us prepared. It keeps us in the know what to expect or what potentially can happen. And as far as for a bullish trend, what you want to look out for. And then what we're going to be doing after that is the order flow distribution. We want to know, are institutions getting involved today? Did they take advantage of the dip? Well, you know what? We're going to find out. And then when all of that is done, I'm going to be giving you guys my final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's jump into it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for OCGN. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $7.27, being down 3.07%. On the low, it tested $7.13, then on the high, testing $7.47. The chart that we're using is a 1-year daily chart, and we want to see how it's lining up with our indicators. As you can see down below, we're right around 44.60 on the RSI, so we are trending into the oversold territory. Now, when we take a look at the indicators on the chart, you can see we're well above the 200-day, we are below the 100-day, and we're also below the 21-day EMA. So like we were talking about in yesterday's video about OCGN, it is definitely respecting areas of support. Yes, we ended up breaking through the 750, but another area I was telling you guys to keep in mind was also right here around the $7 level, and we are continuing to hold up $7. We ended up getting to $7.13 and then ended up showing some strength. So these are some things that you want to be aware of. So let's say, for example, going into next week, we end up testing off of $7. Then we want to look out if it does decide to pull back further. It can definitely get to around to the $6 level, but before it even gets there, it would be visiting $6.50 first. So what I would be doing, since I do believe that, you know what, covaxin is going to be coming into the United States and as well as into Canada, I would look at these areas as buying opportunities, especially when it's in the sixes. So taking everything in mind, and as far as the impatience and a lot of the selling pressure that is going on, it can provide opportunities, especially if you have a high average cost and you're looking to average down. But only do this if you actually believe in the play. Another thing also to understand, we ended up testing 747. So as you can see from yesterday, 750 was our support, and now for today, 750 ended up being our resistance. So what we need to look forward to in regards to next week for OCGN to start looking bullish again, I want to see it reclaim the 21-day EMA over here at $7.72, but of course, we're going to have to pass through to 750. So if we have buying pressure and a lot of demand, then there's no doubt in my mind we should be able to get through this. If not, and if it does decide to pull back, I'm going to be looking out. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for OCGN. So we could see here on the inflow we had 21, and on the outflow we had 24. On the inflow we had 0 on the large, 15 on the medium, and 6 on the small. You can see this is also in million USDs. On the outflow, we had 24, we had 0 on the large, medium on the 18, and then small on the 6. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, since we've already taken a look at yesterday, we won't have to look at the 8th, which was an inflow day, but you can see here on July the 9th, we had 0 large orders that were made. So there were no large orders that were made today. So what does this mean? What this means is a lot of the selling pressure that we saw today came from the retail side. So retail investors were definitely selling out. Yes, we did have shorts who were vested in this play driving the price down, but at the same time, when you have retail selling at the same time, it adds to the more downward pressure that we see in the stock price. But the good thing that we saw today, it was able to hold up that $7 area, and that's something that is good to see, and we want to see that actually continue going into next week. You guys know already, if it does break below $7, that's where I look at it as just far as an opportunity to add to your position, or maybe you might be looking to average down and so forth. But of course, only do this if you believe in the long-term prospects, if you believe that they're going to be bringing covaxin so it can compete on the global stage. So now let's jump into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts for OCGN, I'm definitely going to look forward to seeing how it performs going into next week. We did see that it pulled back today, because when we saw yesterday, it was able to finish on support around $7.50, and now today closing at around $7.27. Now that $7.50 area becomes an area of resistance, since the high that we had today was around $7.47. So we want to look forward to actually surpassing that area and then getting to at least around $7.80 so we can make that move to $8, and preferably to see that next week. But also we need to understand, as far as on the retail investor side, so people like you and I, there was a lot of selling pressure. A lot of people were getting out of their positions. And as far as institutions are concerned, they were buying up. There were no large orders, but what we saw yesterday, they were loading up. So what is it looking like? Yes, retail is selling, and it's no surprise, because also there's a lot of short sellers who are invested in this play, so you have the play open to a lot of manipulation, so driving the price down to make sure people panic sell. And at the end of the day, this is part of the reasons why you need to have high conviction when you're in this particular type of a play. There's also another thing I wanted to bring to your attention as well. We have Pfizer that says that, you know what, they want to address the Delta variant. News has been coming up saying, well, you know what, your vaccine hasn't been the greatest when it comes to protection. And now they want to actually file an EUA with the FDA in regards to providing boosters. So they want to bring boosters alongside with the 2 doses that you normally get. So what does this mean for OCGN? Yes, it does not paint the best picture, and a lot of people know about this. But at the same time, we didn't see any heavy institutional selling. So at the end of the day, COVID, I feel like, is not going to be going anywhere. It's going to be around for a while. So the matter of the fact is, covaxin still has a space to thrive in, especially since they are also testing it on younger populations. And also the technology that they use, it's something that a lot of people are familiar with, and it's been around for quite some time. So taking everything all into consideration, all hope is not lost. But do know that there's a lot of people who are in this play who are impatient, and they're going to be selling out of their positions. But what does this mean? That means you can get this stock at a discount. And like I always say, don't do this unless you really do believe in ocugen and you believe that they're going to be able to bring covaxin on a global stage. I will do another video for you guys over the weekend, also with the updated short interest, because when I looked on Fintel, taking a look at what it was from last night, it was around 31%. So when we get the final number later on today, I'll keep you guys inside the loop and let you know about that. So look out for that video on the weekend. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.